All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to my stream where we are still going to play some Kerbal Space Program. We're going to get this base up and running. We're going to try to make some advances. It's all about the do and the don't. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, let me take a swig here. Ah, that's good. All right, let's get the game running. And then we'll get the game on, and then we're going to play the game. That's what we're going to do. All right, here comes Kerbal. Do. All right, let's press this button here. There we go. We have game. Now, I have swapped out a couple of mods. I'm not going to update my mod list. I'll do it later. But basically, I took out one that helps with transferring resources a lot faster, and I put in the ground construction. Those two mods seem to have a conflict because ground construction uses configurable containers, and the fuel, the resource transfer tool that I like to use doesn't work well with that mod. I don't know. Where'd chat go? Chat seems to have disappeared. Oh, there it is, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let me check my audio here. Waiting. Okay, I heard myself say, Let me do a refresh here. Maybe that'll clean it up. Alright, let's start. Okay, there's chat. Yeah, okay, it's back. Alright, so we left off yesterday. We had just dropped off an assembly plant, and we haven't connected it. Alright, let's, you know, there's one thing I want to do here. No, I don't want to do that yet. So there's the assembly plant. We should be able to connect this. Integrate it. Plug it in. Whatever it's called. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to not drink tea today. Well, right now, I'm going to have some soda pop. Oh, yeah. That's the sound. All right, let me get that out of the way. All right, so there's the assembly plant. There's the base. It's coming along nicely. Okay, I'm going to need an engineer. Let's, nope, I'll go the other way. Doesn't matter. Something else I want to do is I need to connect. And they don't even have to be connected here, but I want to put flex tubes on these guys so they're just one craft until I don't need them anymore. Alright, so we need an engineer. So we got one there. Alright, so let's have them go EVA. There we go. Up down to there, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so looks like this is going to be at a good level. So is what we're going to do is bring up your inventory. Alright, so you need a flex tube. Please tell me we have a flex tube. We do. That's cool. Alright. Alright. Oh, and I have more flex tubes over there. Alright, I just didn't want to go further. Alright, so let's do an F5. And then let's switch over to the assembly plant, which is right here. And then let's do this. Cool. Then let's go back to our Kerbal. I was very happy to be on the Mun. Do you have... Okay. And we're going to start disassembling some parts here. I'm going to save the struts for last. Last time it almost rolled on the little fella. The little curb. Oops, oops, oops. Where'd you... He crawled up the strut. I didn't know he would do that. Alright. Now again, all these material kits are actually getting stowed. And, they will be used. Alright. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Alright, can I have that? Can't get it to stay highlighted. Alright, hopefully it's gonna stop. I got a runaway piece of equipment here. Alright, there we go. I just couldn't get it to stay highlighted so I could disassemble it. Although I guess it actually kind of saved. Alright, so now I should be able to... see here. Can't quite get the angle. Alright, so let's go with that. No? With the battery? No? Okay, with the tank. Alright, whatever. Whoa. Alright, battery. Alright. Nicely done. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this flex tube over here. Oops, need the tool. Alright, wait a minute. Tool. There we go. Hey, can I have that? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Try that again. No, I didn't want to do that. Huh. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm pressing the wrong key. I'm all miscombobulated here. Alright. So G, R. Why am I not getting a node? Too far from target, really. Alright. Try it again. I'm gonna have to, oh, I wonder if I could do it. Well, let's try getting closer, I guess.
Oh, that was cheap. He was cheesing me. Turn it off.
Oh, I will be. Yay! Alright. It's at a little bit of an angle for some reason. I'm going to fix that. But we're going to go over here and disassemble this stuff. I think what I'm going to do is just raise these legs on the cradle a little bit. A little bit. So let's go do this. Let's clean up our work area. It's very important. Good ethics. Good moon ethics. Mun ethics, I guess. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. See what happens here. Oh, no, no. Don't fall on me. So, interesting. Alright. Did I leave any parts? I did not. So that means... Alright. Cool. Now again, as I look at the connectivity, I've been, for the most part, trying to keep them fairly even. It gives a little character when it's off a little bit. And that is crooked. I'll straighten it out later. But yeah, okay, whatever. So let's get the link going here. Alright. Then... Oh, wrong one. Do. Alright. So now, this needs an engineer, but before we do that, I just wanted to flip out. So what we're going to do, I didn't want to flip out. We have to perform maintenance. Okay. Then we can come over here. We'll hop in this little airlock here. We'll board it, and then we're going to transfer from here to there. Cool. And now I think we should be able to turn on the material kits. Sweet. We are now making material kits. So the one thing we're not doing here is we're not making machinery. So let me kind of show what we're making and what's going on here. So let me bring up the resources for MKS. Resources. There we go. So right here is what we have is a logistics module that is via the warehouse mechanism is bringing in metallic ore, substrate, and minerals. And these are 3 different drill sites on the Mun. So scattered on the surface of the Mun, I have, here's dirt, here's hydrates and substrates, here's metallic ore. So those are all different drill sites on the surface of the Mun that all have, they have similar logistics modules, and they push to the planetary warehouse. So we have a demand for it because here, in addition to those 3 materials, we also need machinery. And here is what we're doing is, hey, the strategic Cal Gamer, how you doing? The this refinery is producing metals, polymers, and chemicals from those 3 resources, in addition to minerals, which is or metals, machinery, and the machinery is coming out of these containers right now. So that's good. So the output of these are metals, polymers, and chemicals, which again, right here, we're producing those, and when these get to a certain state, then they'll get pushed to the planetary logistics again. So I don't know if I have any showing up yet. Oops. So chemicals, polymers, I don't see any. Nope, not yet. We haven't made that much yet. Alright, so now over here at the assembly, let me aim the camera over here. Oh, over here, same thing, however, is what the electrical charge is going down. Am I not producing enough electricity? Or is it going up? 69. They're going up or down? Up or down? Alright, it's going up. Good. I was got a little nervous. So now, is what we're doing, we're making material kits. So if I bring over this resource thing, to make material kits, we need the polymers, the metals, and the chemicals. So right now, this base is getting the raw materials, refining those raw materials, and we're taking those refined materials and making material kits. So that's cool. Now, the only thing we're not making is machinery. And to make machinery, we need, I need another one of these that makes specialized parts. So we're going to get to that. But the material kits is important because a mod that I want to use called ground construction will kind of do like a 3D printing of something from your editor, your VAB or your SPH. So that's online. That is really cool. So like what I would like to do is if I want to do specialized parts, I would need another refinery. And then I would also need another assembly plant if I want to do it correctly, because then the other refinery, which I would connect down here, would then do, it would take, if I share this again, it would then take the rare metals and the silicate and make refined exotics, and it would make silicon, which would then make specialized parts. And then with the material kits that we're making and the specialized parts, we can make machinery, so then we'll have this whole circle of life thing going on. Okay, so it's a little crooked. I'll fix that later. Is there anything else this thing can do? No, we want that. Everything looks good. Hey, Focus, how you doing? Just good. We just put our assembly plant online here. We're gonna do an F5. Alright. So that's good. So I think the next order of business is we're gonna do a couple things. We're going to well, it's what I would like to do is connect these four things. Let's see if that's easily obtainable here. The reason why I want to connect them is I'm getting tired of switching between all four of these, and I want to do it like really simple. I was wondering what keeps you interested in playing KSP, because I always run out of things to do and you get bored. You got to set yourself up as career motivated, I guess. I'm doing two careers at once. I'm doing my career, which is colonizing the Mun, and to do that, there's a colonization mod, so I have that mod installed. And then I'm also doing historical missions. So we're right now on the timeline. We have 8 days until we have a course correction for the Veneria 7. Now, in addition to colonizing the Mun, as soon as I figure out how MKS works and the other mods that I want to use in conjunction, once I figure that out, I'm going to move this whole operation from the Mun to Duna. But then I'm going to do it slightly modified, because I want to do it kind of like The Martian and Mars in a way, because The Martian in the book or the movie, they sent everything ahead of time before the crew got there. So I want to do that too. And then in the TV series Mars, they had facilities there like 3D printers and stuff, so I'm going to take some elements from that too. Now, being that will have a functional base here, instead of paying for the resources out of the VAB or the SPH, I'm going to produce them here, and we'll launch some rockets from the Mun, and we'll launch some from Kerbal. So hopefully I can minimize the cost. Hope that helps. So what I want to do here is I want to take... How much fuel do I got? Oh, I don't have much fuel in that one, so that one's going to stay put. And how am I going to do this? I think if I take this off, I can put a flex tube. Yeah, that's what I can do. All right, so let's leave. Actually, let's move these away. So let me control from here. Control from here. All right, and then let's. Oh wait, I need to do ground tethers. Released. Moves better. And then my plan is after this career is I want to do probably the same thing a little bit better, but I'm going to do it with an RSS, a real solar system, but still stock size. So instead of a Kerbal, I'll have Earth. Instead of the Mun, I'll have the Moon, and so on and so on. And so let's go ahead and turn all that off. Turn that back on. There it is. And then I'm going to try to use mods that give me a more realistic look to the craft. Alright, so this one has a little bit more fuel. And I'm going to put this one on the other side. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can actually do this first. So I need do I have a spare engineer over here? I do. Let's get Corey out. Oops. Whoa, alright. And let's see. Let's go get a flex tube. And this is just storage. This has got supplies. Oh, you know what I need to do? Whoa. Is this thing getting power? I think it is. So inventory. Whoa. That was kind of scary. And let's grab flex tube. Alright, and then you can still EVA, but oh dude, sorry. Alright. So what I'm going to do is disassemble one of these batteries. I don't need to have to save it or anything like that. Okay, so if I say disassemble, excellent. I put 4 landing struts on that. Oh, that's right. I do that. Never mind. Okay, then let's open up your inventory. Tool. Whoa. Saw his eyeballs. That was kind of weird. So, there. Please work. Excellent. Okay. So then, what I'm going to do is get you another flex tube. I wonder. Whoa. Alright, inventory. Alright. Let's have you sit there. So now, we're going to take this one that has more fuel. And I think we're going to put it on the other side. What am I looking for? Control from here. That's not going very quickly, is it? Why is that rocking so much? That was kind of rocky. I don't remember that being so hard to land before. Oh, didn't mean to hit that key. Let's see here. Alright, close enough, I guess. Alright, so let's go get our engineer. So it's going to cost me a few flex tubes. I have them. But it's going to save me a little bit of getting back and forth frustration. So again, disassemble that. Disassemble that. And too far away. Try that again. Should be a node. Yeah, right there. There we go. Okay. Let's go get another flex tube. I don't think I can carry two. I think they're too heavy. All right. Alright, so then we'll put this one here. Hopefully this works and nothing blows up. We'll do an F5 right now. Maybe. Cool. Did you anchor the second craft down again? No, I did not. Maybe I should, huh? Alright. Okay, so let's make sure this one is anchored. And this one is now attached. Alright, let's go to our brave little Kerbal. Thank you, Kulima. Dude, where's the link? There it is. Wow. Alright. Cool. Alright. Nice. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these two and we'll daisy chain them off of here. That way, if I need to get rid of the gas cans or whatever, I can. Alright, and these guys, I don't think have batteries on the side, so I don't have to worry about that. Do I? No, but what do I have? I have... So these guys are for machinery, or material kits. They have material kit... Alright, so I need to... Oh no, that'll be fine, because they're connected to... Oh, but that's going to get in the way of... the flex tube. Well, if I connect both of these, this one, okay, that'll work. I can disassemble this one, and when this gets connected, we'll be able to utilize this one, just in case I need these for planetary. I don't know. All right, let's see if we got some fuel in this. This one seems to fly a lot better. The heck? It's confused. Alright. Weird. Alright. What is going on with this? Strange. Is it landing? Oh, it's slowly landing. Weird. Alright. I wonder what happens if, okay, those are off. Let me turn those off. Or close them. And... Alright, let's switch to the Kerbal. And you don't have a flex tube, so let's go get one more. Alright. Little slow going, I understand. Oops, too many buttons. But it's going to make getting around the base faster. I won't have so many vehicles to switch between. Alright. Oops, wrong key. Oops, please, 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 no, no, no. Okay, can I have it back, please? Get out of the way. My bad. We're still good. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Cool. So we just connected this one. Make sure that tether's still... Alright. So this is the last one. And... Oh, actually. Let's, Hmm. Oh well. Alright, so now, let's go get a flex tube. And I think I might kind of haphazardly connect this to those two. Is what I'll do is I'll put like a maybe a radial and then put a flex tube here to that. That way it's again less switching back and forth. Alright, one more flex tube. And those will be connected. I seem to have lost the ability... Oh, did I run out of EVA? Oh, I did. Alright, well. Oops. Alright, let me go regas him. Whoops. I think the only place I can do that is that command pod. I don't think I get EVA when I come in and out of an airlock. We'll find out, though. Hey, Pap! How you doing, man? Thanks for updating the mod. Alright, so now... Pap1723 is a mod author for KSP. It's got a couple. One of which I use. Progressive Historical. Let's have you EVA. And where are you? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, cool. I finished the Apollo. I'm on Veneria 7. So Gemini, Mercury, all done. Apollo 17 is done. So being that we've finished landing and discovering the Mun, I'm now colonizing the Mun. So in between nodes and stuff, I'm not accelerating time or time warping that much. I'm just setting a alarm clock. So in 8 days, when I do a course correction for Veneria, Skylab 3's out there. I got 30 days waiting for the crew to do whatever they're doing up there. So Skylab 3. Oh, I need inventory. Alright, very cool. Alright, so we're going to put you over here on standby. Yeah, this isn't very exciting because I'm just trying to make maneuvering around the base a little bit more... where's the other... Oh, there it is. A little bit more efficient. Wow, this one's got a lot of fuel. Okay. And that should be material kits, right? It is. Sweet. Alright, so let's see if I can do this. We want to control from here. Okay. That seems pretty good. Uh-oh. There we go. Nice. Coming up on long-range exploration. Yep, it's getting there. I'm going to be nervous though because I'm not good at doing what do you call slingshot gravity assist at all. So it's like I said, I'll just do it within the best of my ability. If I can get close, I'll get close. let's go ahead and land this. Close enough. Alright, so off, off. Close those. Let's go find the Kerbal. So I have kind of a parking lot going on here. And then I'll like I said, I'll bring him over here and connect. I think there's nodes on gas tanks. I should be able to. They're definitely not easy. The nice thing is that I think it made most of the slingshots optional. Oh, good. Because, well, yeah. We already said I was not good at it. We don't have to, you know, keep beating that with a horse stick or anything. Okay? Alright, so node. Cool. Let's get the link. Alright, cool. Switch here. I don't think I anchored you. Alright. Look at that. Not that many hops anymore. I'm going to reduce it one more. So I think there's a node on the tanks because you could attach something else. So I should be able to put a flex tube right here. Let's go check that out. Let me go get another one. I'm not carrying one. No. Alright, so I can borrow, or have, not borrow, this flex tube right here. Cool. Let's see if this works. If not, I guess I'll have to do a radial attachment doohickey thing. Whoa. Oh, well, it happened anyway. Alright. Can you get up? Thank you. Too far. In the past, when I've used Kerbal attachment and attach stuff, alright, cool. I was always afraid because things would, Argy, how you doing, man? Things would always, like, push the Kerbal away, so I've always tried to do the stuff from a distance. Alright, so we got a little bit of fuel in this. Let's try to... Can I turn the engines on? No, let's do an F5. Trying to reduce the clutter at the base here, Argy. See, I've put all those guys together, and I want to integrate this too. Oh wait, I forgot. So here. Oh, I'm on the Kerbal. There we go. All right. This thing. That's why I F5'd. Staging is never my friend. Alright, we'll try that again. Maybe I can do that. Oh, I can't stage the engines because I shut them down manually. Okay. That makes sense. So we got 661. Should be able to do it with that. I mean, you can land on the moon with that much, right? Control from there. How are the tanks? Good. Zero that out. so we're gonna... You know, somebody in chat said, "Hey Andy, I noticed you have the vessel mover mod." I go, "That's only there for an emergency." I was once, I had an issue with a craft, a large craft. It was actually a launch pad. Okay, what? And I was role-playing in the game correctly. What I mean by that is that each time I had to do something, I would do this. I would move things manually, and I don't mind doing it, it's fun. And, but the problem with KSP back then is there was a much bigger issue that landed craft would always slip and slide. And I usually try to put my stuff on a fairly even slope. I don't even think our slope here is, let's see what we got. Kerbal, surface. So our slope is 0.6%. Pretty darn flat, I think. That one I think had a small grade of like maybe 3%. But each time I would go back and forth to the structure, it would slip a little bit, and it kept slipping towards a cliff. And I would unhook it all, I would move it all, I would rehook it again, and I just got tired of it. So then I started using this mod just to pick the whole thing up and move it. No one complained. Alright, let's make sure these are off. And let's use RCS, what we got left, to get this a little bit closer. Oop, wrong key. There we go. Bark, bark. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off RCS. And then let's go to our Kerbal. That's not the Kerbal. Alright, I did this so I can get to the Kerbal quicker. Where's the Kerbal? There he is. Well, this ain't going anywhere, so I'm going to get rid of 2 of these. Please, thank you. Alright, and then we... Oh, I don't... Oh, we have to go get a... I thought I... Oh, I should have one here. That's right. Alright. Alright, and let me... I need to take a really quick little break. So I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Alright, let's get the game on. It's game time. Alright. So, we're going to get... There should be another flex tube in here. There it is. Flex tube. Alright, and then we can... get this all connected. Whoa! The flex tube weighs a little bit. Where's Kerbal Engineer at? There we go. This one might be a slight challenge. Let's find out. Cool. Yay! Now, let's get the link. Sweet. Whoa, whoa. I got a tail. I got a green tail. And very cool. Alright. I think if I don't have a Kerbal out, that is so much faster. Problem is, I got all these engines I gotta shut down. Because knowing me, I will hit the shift and they will, you know, try to leave. So, you go ahead and turn all these off. Yeah, a little bit tighter, isn't it, Argy? You're definitely whistling Dixie on that. Why does it say activate and that one highlights? Oh, there's two of them, right? There's two of them. Alright, so where are these guys at? Over here. Alright. They sound different. Same engines and they sound different. Oh, other side. Where are you guys at? Oh. Alright, oh no, not all of them. Oh, jeez. Better safe than sorry. I have a bad habit of that when I'm doing something, I think I'm in the editor, and I hit shift to try to pick something up. Alright, I don't see any more engines on. Alright, so let me do an F5. And there's an engine on still somewhere. Alright. It wasn't highlighted here. Strange. Alright. So now, if I'm not mistaken, where is it? This has got a coupler on it, so this will actually get power from the PDU. It should tell me that, right? Power coupler. Sweet. And these supplies, hopefully through scavenging, should also get picked up too. Alright, so anyways, let's go get our Kerbal. That's not our Kerbal. There's our Kerbal. And you have nothing in your inventory, good. And I believe he is going to operate our assembly plant, I think. Or unless I already got someone in there. Whoops. Headbutt. Alright, so do I have... I do, I have an engineer in there. Alright, so cool. Neat and tidy. So the next thing I need to do is I need to figure out... another one of these spires is going to come off of here. And how's the reactor load doing? It's only 12%. Cool. Because we need to do rare metals and silicates. Now one of these, let's see, one of these should have a construction option, I think. Is it the logistics module? Yes. Alright, cool. So I don't have to bring out the ground construction rig. I can do it all from here. Nothing under construction. Alright, so I do need a do-it-yourself. Alright, cool. That's good to know. And it'll use material kit, so we just need a do-it-yourself kit out here. So I gotta fly a rocket out here. That's fine. How are we doing in supplies? Let's see. We have 68 days of supplies. Not bad. Not great. What's that? Ground construction, right here. So ground construction, and in fact, there's a couple different reviews on it. So basically, it's how I interpret 3D printing for KSP. Is what it is it uses material kits, a box, a do-it-yourself kit box, and you say, I want to make this, and it pulls up in there, and you pull it either from the VAB or the SPH, just like EPL. And then it, based upon the complexity, it'll say, this is how many material kits you need, this is how much time it's going to take. And it'll construct itself right here. It can be pretty much anything. Alright, let's go to the Space Center. Take a swig. How's our timetable? Still 8 days. Alright, so I might just blindly try it without testing it. So to test it, I need material kits. In the demo, it does everything. It has a rig. It has this thing right here. Whoa. Wrong way. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So this is where you do all the construction from. You put your people in here. You can change your resources and stuff like that. And but as you saw, the logistics has this interface already. So people and resources would come from the base. I don't need this. But what I do need is, now see, it has its own little space crane too, so I may use it. We'll find out. So let's get rid of this. In fact, let's put that out. And the do-it-yourself kit, I wonder where that's at. Is that under utility? It's a box. I don't see it there. Structural? No. That's not it. It's not going to be in these. Not there. Already looked here. I don't see it here. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Uh-oh. Ooh, what's that? Oh. Very cool. Alright, not there. There it is. So, how much Delta V... This doesn't have any fuel. Oh. Edit tanks. Whoa. Alright, hang on. Oh, look at that. You can even resize it. Or whatever. So does this have a decoupler on it? Oh, it does. So edit tanks. Oh, that's it. That's not what I want. Edit tanks. Liquid fuel oxidizer monopropellant. So wait a minute. Let me close this. So do these not have fuel? It's got fuel. Why? Those are engines, right? Huh. Thrust 8. It's got monopropellant built-in, oxide electrical charge. Why am I not getting anything from... Oh, I wonder if, let me try something here. Well, that's interesting. Whoa. I don't know how much Delta V. There is 670 fuel. Let me just put on the launch pad to it. Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't think I need the probe core. Is there not engines? Oh, there's no engines. Oh. Alright, that makes sense. I'm an idiot. Alright. It's everything but engines. So you can make it bigger and have bigger engines. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So, if we were to put... There we go. Right. Alright, Alright, so... Did you have any joy with supplies movement, their movement within the... I didn't get even a response back from the... No, I don't think it's moving for me. And I did post a very generic question out in the forums, and I don't think I got a reply back yet. Alright, so we need to make... another refinery that does refined exotics and silicon. Now, Argy, you were saying that you stepped up the chemicals or something like that? Increased the chemicals or something on one of your bases? Excuse me. Alright, so very, very basic. If we go back to... No. We want another... Chemicals seem to be needed more. Okay. Interesting. Alright, refinery. That's what I need. So refinery, that's upside down. And we want to do this one for... refined exotics. Okay. And silicon. And then see what RE says. I'm going to set it up for... You said chemicals. Alright. So this is pretty much ready, except we need to add more stuff to it. Can I have that? Thank you. Oh, too small. Alright. Now this is command. As far as I can tell, Refined Exotics uses a lot more than one chemical bay could handle. Oh, I got you. Alright. Refined Exotic? Oh, that's about what I'm going to start to make. Alright, so I have this one set up as metals. No, Refined Exotics, silicon, and chemicals. Alright. So, I'm going to need... I'm going to have to take it out separately, but I'm going to need one of those trusses that has rare metals. Oh, I see. You can either do it from rare metals, exotics. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you can also use rare metals to make... okay. I got a little bit more complicated. Alright, so let's see here. So I want to try this a little bit differently. Instead of having to fill it with fuel, because I can't, because I actually don't have logistics modules for fuel or liquid oxygen. So once I run out of fuel and oxidizer there, I'm a gunner. So I'm going to put wheels on these and see if we can't use wheels. And you had them attached to the bottom here, didn't you? Or you used these. I'm drunk when I'm in this thing. So you attached it to a node. Wait, can I get two? No? Great, whatever. I did. I thought the ones you used were more pleasing. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try using the other wheels, the stock ones. They seem beefier. And I was gonna use these. All right. Why can't I get? Is this the cradle? Oh no, there we go. All right. You tried. I think the problem was I was afraid. I'm going to try this though. Let's see this. So let's Oh, okay. Go back. Thank you. So we tuck you in. Just bring you down to. Now. All right. So we'll deal with that in a sec. Oh, that was weird. I mean, it doesn't have to go far. Now these are powered, so I'm going to need some power. If you're after material kits from Disassemble, one thing to remember, you can also recover them. If you are after material kits from Disassemble, one thing to remember is that you recover half the items. So I went with the heavier wheels. Oh, I got you. Okay, well, oh. No, I don't want to do that anymore. Alright. Can I attach anything to the cradle that's structural? Like these? Oh, okay, I can. Cool. Alright, so what if we do this? I'm afraid that the wheels are going to hit something on Rover Dude's stuff. So what if we build... For some reason it doesn't want to build. Okay, that's really weird. Alright. DJ, how the heck are you, man? Long time no see. Got itch. I can't get the angle I want. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Still? There. It's close enough. Alright. I can't get used to your different... Oh, well, it's... Yeah. I tried this time. Except for the weekends. Alright. So, I'm wondering if this will work. We're gonna try it. Yeah, it's what I got to work with right now. I think those are even. Well, it's only one way to find out. Now this has 1,000 electrical charge. These are powered, right? Yes. Okay. And again, this has got command, doesn't it not? This is a refinery. Where's the refinery at? Refinery does have command. But I can send a Kerbal. Oh, I can't. Because if I try to 3D print this, you can't 3D print a Kerbal. I mean, some people might try to. But for our testing here, let's just take... Put an engineer. So, we're going to call this mobile refine. Save it. Because if I can 3D print this, then I can put it with that and then I could roll it up to where it needs to go, and I could disassemble the wheels, and hopefully it should work. I know the wheels are all clipped into stuff, but maybe not. Let's just see if this works. Okay, it's backwards, but... There we go. It seems to work. So, I want to try this, but I want to do it in a way to where I can also still use the cradle. So what if I just take... Let's do that. Let's grab the girder. And 1, 2, 3... Actually, I have a better idea. Yeah, they seem a little bit more rugged. Let's do this. Structural. Structural. Thank you. Okay, those are big old hunkin' pieces there. But what I'm looking for is to extend. Alright, so let's go mirror, mirror. Alright, then let's bring it down. And let's take tires. Alright, I got a little bit better idea. I'm going to use that still. I don't think those wheels are on right. Am I doing a tank? No, I'm gonna 3D print this using a mod called ground construction. And ground construction, you have to transfer resources. Well, I don't want to have to transfer fuel and do my sort of VTOL thing because I don't have the access to transfer the fuel. So if I can make it to where it has wheels that are motorized, so this comes with electrical charge. However, it may not have electrical charge when it gets there, but I should be able to transfer electrical charge, or I can just put an RTG on here. Now if I put batteries, that still won't work either because it comes across dry, and you have to fill it with resources. So this is a refinery that's configured to do refined exotics, silicon, and we're doing some additional chemicals. So, all right. So, anyways, is that going to work? I think that'll be good. So let's get rid of this. Now, how do I duplicate? I need this. Whoa. Whoa. Need this. And then I can still use the cradles. The cradle. Alright, alright, let's try this one out and see how it works. Do we still have our engineer in there? Yep. It's gonna bounce. Forgot to strut. It didn't bounce that hard. But I think we would want to... Oh, it already did it. Alright. Oh, that was disturbing. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's backwards again. So can I reverse the motor? Motor direction. There we go. There we go. Oh, we want to invert. Alright, cool. It works. We can just pull this up to where it needs to go. Park it. Lower the cradle, connect it, disassemble the wheels. I think it'll work. So let's test this out. So we're gonna need material kits. Let's revert this. Let's Yeah, but if it's unmanned and it doesn't have any electricity, I can't extend the solar panels. So if it's going to come across as a do-it-yourself, the only way I can trickle charge it would be with an RTG. It's just a temporary solution. So we're gonna call this mobile flat ones. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I could. But then if we do it at nighttime, then I don't get it. So, you know, at least this trickle charge. Very good. Good. Mobile refinery. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to put a crate of material kits out there, and we're gonna move it. And then we'll use, what did I say, the logistics module. So let's do, we'll do a quick, whatever we need here. So let's do, what am I looking for? The logistics module. The medical bay. No, okay, so it's down here. Alright, there's our logistics module. And again, let's... Alright, so that's our logistics. Let's go ahead and put... For power, we'll put a PDU. Just for this test. That would be under here. Nuclear. No, alright. It's always colonization for that stuff. Logistics, training, power. Alright, so we'll put that just like that. That like that. And then material kits. So we need storage containers. What else would we need? Logistics, power distribution. I want to go over the top to make sure I don't have to send anything else out. So what else would I need? What does this thing do? Oh, this makes the fuel. Got it. All right. All right. Let me just put another one of these. Whoa, really? I can't copy that? Oh, yeah, I can. All right. Then, that's what we're gonna do is we'll put one of these here. Oops. There we go. Oh wait, you know what? Let's do this. Then we go with cradles again. What am I looking for? Construction. Alright, so... Death Dread, how you doing? Alright, so let's put, in the Pioneer module, put a Kerbal. Put ourselves... So in the Logistics module, we need a pilot. Good. That's good. And then we need... I think we need an engineer. Actually, let's put 2 pilots in there. You can squeeze them closer. Yeah, I just don't want any sort of clipping. I mean, this should work. I have 2 PDUs for power, so I shouldn't have a problem with power. This logistics gives me the window.
That was totally wicked!
Death Dread with a host. Thank you for that host, Death Dread. I just can't figure what else to put out here, but that's fine. These have got material kits in them. A lot of material kits. This is command, so I don't need that. Okay, so in the power distribution, we need engineers. Alright. So that should be fine, and then we're going to move it using the mod vehicle mover. So let's see, test construction, ground construction, alpha, I don't know, A. Alright, save it, deploy it, and then we're going to move this, and then we're going to put a do-it-yourself kit and see if we can get this to work. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so vehicle mover. We're just going to move it way over here, right about here. And, oh, these are going to get, this is going to get warm if I... I did a KSP rocket lessons last night. Not much traffic. You did? Sorry about that. Alright, so... let's try that again. I mean, PAX South was also happening, so a lot of people were coming home. I actually came home. They come home today, I think. Or maybe it was yesterday. Alright, let's see if this has a problem. It shouldn't. So it settles fine here. It just didn't like being moved, I guess. Alright. No, stop moving. Ground tethers. There we go. No, 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 don't release. I did them all. Where's ground tethers? There we go. Okay, so anyways, is what I should have is a construction window. Excellent. Alright. So now, let's get rid of this. Let's go to the Space Center. Create a do-it-yourself kit. Put out on the runway. And see what happens. So this is me testing my 3D printing right now. Okay, so go here. So I've never used this mod before. I saw 2 reviews on it. It looked pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Alright, I don't need this. I need that. I don't need engines, but still. Let's go ahead and put engines on it. One, oh, actually, oh, well, okay, and then we do, where did I find it at? Containers? Payload. There it is. Oh. Oh, it's trying to do multiples. Whoa. Alright, let's see what happens here. This is ground instruction test 2. Save it, launchpad. Waiting. Now, just out of curiosity, if I go here, nothing to construct. So am I too far away? That's not good. And I have metallic ore. Doggone it. Alright. Those are supposed to be material kits. Hang on a sec. Alright, where's the decoupler at? I name all my crafts 1, 2, 3 so I can keep them on top. Control from here. Fine. Where's the decouple at? I do not see a decouple. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's fine. Oops. Alright, whatever. So, this still isn't going to work because I don't have material kits. I messed that up. So, I just wanted to... Alright, let's go to space now. Let's recover all. All my naming conventions sound awesome until I go to look them up. Then I can't remember what I called them. Alright, so we have to recover all this stuff. We have to redo the test 1 because I forgot to change the containers to material kits. Alright, let's try that again. I just want to get the window that gives me the option to make it, and I don't actually want to make it because you have to let time go by. So if I can get the option to make it, then we're good to go. If not, then I have to go check out the videos on how they did it because... So we don't need that yet. We need ground... Oops, where'd it go? A, B, C, D, E, F... What I... Test ground construction. For the first one I said test ground construction. See? Test, 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 test. There we go. That one. And these need to be... material kits. So again, is what I'm simulating is that the environment I have up on the MUN is kind of similar to this. I do have material kits. I have the logistics modules. I have the power. So I'm just setting this up as my test environment. And then the do-it-yourself kit is what you need to do the construction. And if you don't have, if it comes up and I get the window and I don't have the resources, that's fine as well. All right, so okay, wait, I have Kerbals. But who do I have where though? All right, so I have 2 people here. All right, so it reassigned the people for some reason. Not being very productive. Well, I can't say that. Within the first 30 minutes, we had the base being all nice and clean and tidy. All right, so once again, crew. See, that's what I thought. All right, so I want 2 pilots in the logistics. All right, then we need an engineer. Power. Okay, save. All right, now I got the right peeps. Logistics needs a pilot. PDUs need engineers. And I should have material kits now. Oops, I almost tipped my chair over. Material kits. Looks like I got the right people. All right. All right. Don't have 5 there. Let's go back to the Space Center. Awfully long wait. What is the project to be? Is what I'm trying to emulate is 3D printing, so I don't have to send rockets out. The ground construction mod allows you to construct things. It doesn't actually, build it. It's just you have to have the right materials, and then depending upon complexity, large, and mass, it takes so much time for the thing to be created. So the mod itself comes with something that's called a ground construction vehicle. Now, Rover Dude and the mod author of this have integrated parts of it, so you can use a colonization mod and other things with it. So the logistics module has the ground construction mechanism. It's got a patch for it. So normally you'd need this. And you put wheels on it, you put your crew in it, you put all your resources and stuff like that. We've already got that here, so now is what I have is, save and continue, is I have this is the kit, and then we're going to put this on the runway. So now with the MUN base producing material kits, which is what this mod does, I should be able to, in a timely fashion, construct other parts of the complex that I need. And if I have the resources, I can transfer the resources and boom. So what I want to do is be able to construct it, but to do that I need the ground construction, which I do. I need a kit, which I do, and then I need a vehicle, which I have configured. So I just want to say detach. Okay, that is that. That's fine. So now if we go... Now this doesn't have any functionality, right? No. Alright. Then here... nothing to construct. Do I have to tell the do-it-yourself something in the building? Nothing. Alright, so I did something wrong. Do I have to assign this? Alright, let's So I'm missing something. That's unfortunate. So do I assign it here? Select vessel. Oh, okay. Alright. And I wanted to do mobile refine is what it was called. There it is. So you have to pre-assign these things. Okay. That's fine. Alright. So, too bad you have to assign them and there wasn't a way that you could click on and do it yourself somewhere and say, this is what I want you to make. And then it just accepts the blueprint configuration. Alright, so once again, let's go ahead and just detach. Alright. That's fine. Ground construction. Yay! Alright, so this thing says I'm going to need 4,748.5 material kits, and that's the time. So if I go over here and say deploy. Oh, there it goes. Deploying. See how it grows? Yeah, that's kind of cool. So then now you would accelerate time and this thing would click off. So, looks like this is going to work. What does it add? Add this kit to the construction queue. Oh. Okay. Alright. No engineers in the workshop. Oh. I have pilots, so okay, that's good to know. So we're gonna have to get some more engineers. I need to write those notes. So what was it? The notepad. Construction ground construct will need engineers in logistic module. All right. Can you do builds in orbit or just... No, you can do them in orbit too. No. Alright, so basically if I had an... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. I have engineers. Let's see. So if I transfer him to there... Oh, no, wait. I have to take a pilot out of here. Alright, wait. Okay. How do you cancel a transfer? Do I just hit escape? Okay. Crying out loud. So I want to transfer you to there. And then let's transfer you to there. So now I should have... In here we have Valentina and Trida, and Trida is a level 2 engineer. So, no engineers in workshop. What? Maybe I have to start over. No engineers in workshop. Wonder what I did wrong. Maybe it has to be there from the get-go. So let me close this. Now also, depending upon how close you are from it, you have a different efficiency too. So let's go ahead and revert this. Now we have an engineer there. Workshop. Is there a workshop? There used to be. No, it said construction, didn't it? Alright, let's do this again. Do I have a workshop attached? Did it say a workshop? I don't. Why do you get the window? All right, let's does this thing have its own wheels? I don't think it does. I'm gonna leave those empty. Oh, cool. I didn't know I had ladders. Again, I don't want to transfer. I want the construction to just start. You think it could be the MKS workshop module? All right. There's the inflatable workshop. Is there a non-inflatable workshop? Unfortunately, it's like the search doesn't work anymore. Whoa. All right. I don't know. I'm guessing right now. Because I typed in workshop, nothing came up. Except for that thing. Man, this is slow. Maybe I'll restart KSP. So we go back to here. I mean, KSP's only been running for about 2 hours. But KSP does slow down for me a lot when I'm in the editor a lot and I'm in and out of scenes. Alright, so let's... So if I type in work... shop. Oops, that's not a shop. So, let's see here. Let me, grab that. Okay, there's the inflatable workshop. So if he's got a Ranger version, he should have a Tundra version. Okay. Says workshop right there. Alright, so let's see if we have... This is a support module, so this has got a ground workshop in it. That's got logistics module. Logistics. So I guess it's the... That has a ground workshop also. The assembly plant has a ground workshop. What about the PDU? Is there a PDU here? No. So that has a ground workshop. That also has... Oh, maybe it just says it helps. But I don't think there's an actual workshop. So we have agricultural modules. And again, that says ground workshop. So I think a lot of these have ground workshops in them. I don't think I actually need a workshop. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to the forums and ask. But the one thing I did is I didn't have an engineer in there. I transferred it. Maybe it didn't like that. Let me just maybe you need more engineers. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so that's what you're gonna make. I mean, a TWR of 135, this thing should be able to take off, even on Kerbal. 135, unless I have the setting wrong. I mean, it started working until I said construct. Got excited for nothing. Alright, so let's go over here and transfer Valentina to here. Transfer. Alright. Level 0 engineer and level 2 engineer. So we should have... Oh, where's Trida? Oops. So who's the engineer? Okay, so you're not an engineer. Get out of there. Oh, back over there. So... Oh, there you are. Transfer. So now we should have 2 engineers in here. Engineer. And try to... Engineer, okay. Construct ships in the field. Alright. Have you ever used Kerbal Planetary Base Systems? Yes, I have. Very good mod. They have everything you need. Alright, so let's go back over here. And let's get this to detach. Then let's try it from here again. All right. Nothing under construction, so we have to add this to the queue. Construct kit. No engineers in the workshop. Alright, so let's close this. Let's go to here. Where is it? I get the same thing. And there's engineers in here. Pilot, scientist, engineer. But it's level 0 engineer. So I'm missing out. I'm going to have to go to the forums and read about it. And I'm sure this functionality would work on this too. So I don't really need this. Nothing is under construction. Had to queue. No engineers in workshop. In the workshop. So I think they're referring to, yeah. So it doesn't have to be the workshop. All right. Let me see if I can quickly figure this out. Alright, so Kerbal Space Program, ground construction. There's the mod. There's the video. Build anything, any ship, space plane, or anything, real construction, come to the edition, even with launch clamps. Build anything anywhere on the surface. The assembled ship will appear right where you are, right where we place the kit. Wireless transfers, centralized UA, requirements. I have all the requirements. How a ship is converted. Okay. Let me share with class how in the editor you add the UI camp to the part container. Building a select vessel. We did that. How is it converted back to a ship? The workshop should be at least at the most 300 meters away. All right. Well, I don't think that's a problem. No, it's 90 meters away. The Kerbal should have engineers, scientists, or pilots. Oh wait, scientists and pilots. So it has to have engineers. So I have an engineer. The skill level and the number of workers do count. A 5-star engineer works literally as fast as... Okay. So that engineer needs to be up a level. Let's do this. Let's EVA this scientist. Sorry, dude. Then let's go over here. Oh, and I can't EVA. There's no way to get these guys out of here. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Let's go back to the Space Center. I have one more idea. Let me recover the Kerbal and that ground construction. I'm going to create a level 5 Kerbal and put them in that and see if it works. If you want to benefit from backgrounds, you need to make sure that you have enough power metals. Okay. Why? Right. Okay. Now, if all right. So let's cover the Kerbal. Cover the workshop. And then we're going to have to recover this. And then we do Kerbals, create, engineer. I'm going to say level 5. Medulla. Alright. So go back to the SPH. And I want to go the heck did I call that thing? There it is. Workshop's called a workshop. Alright, so then we go in here. Let's get rid of everyone except for pilot and the engineer. Since these guys don't count. Alright. I thought I recovered all that. Guess not. And the engineers I have in the logistics modules, one's a level 2. That's the same thing you had to have, like also with the mobile launch pad from MKS, is your engineer level. If you have level 0, nothing's going to happen. Alright, let's move down the runway here a little bit. Alright. Then let's go get our kit and see how this works. So if it works from the workshop and not from the logistics module, then the thing is that I have a level 5 engineer versus a level 2 engineer. And I think on the MUN, all I have are level 2 engineers. The only way you can get a level 3 engineer fairly easily, well, fairly, is you have to go from Kerbin to Mimnus and back. That gives you a level 2, but if you go outside the sphere of influence and come back, then you get a level 3. Yeah. And with life support, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Do 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 do. Yeah, we're gonna restart. If this doesn't work, we're gonna restart Kerbal. And yeah, what am I doing here? I'm looking for this. No, not that. It's kind of cool though. I want that. All right, and mobile. Something. There it is. Oh, cranky. Alright, it's on the runway. Let's save this. If it's not one thing, it's another. Alright, take a swig. We do. I have to do some supply runs here, so workshop. Oh no, I want to fly it. I have to do a supply drop to the Mun base because they only got 60 days of food, and I don't want to forget them. Actually, they have supplies there. Oh, yeah. I don't think the scavenging sees supplies, so I'd have to connect, which ain't too far because the landing craft that's there that's integrated to the base. I could just connect that. That would work, I guess. Alright, so let's just get this workshop off the runway. Go back to the SPH. Whoa. That's all backwards. The brakes are on. Did you guys run out of power or something? No? Why is this, really? Alright, fine. Let's just go backwards and get off the runway. My control point. There's, oh. There's always a way to do it. All right. Alright, back to the SPH. Now if this doesn't work, I have nothing else to figure out. I'll just have to go back and, well, it says first you need a simple mining, okay. Wait, you need a simple mining operation already running near the spot you want to build something. So, drill ice. Why do I need that, though? So, basically, I think is what he's saying that you need... So here is you need the metals, and it doesn't use metals anymore. Need to supply the built ship. Some sort of hitchhikers can do. Science lab, big passenger compartment will do. Okay, we'll call it the workshop. Yeah, all right, I think I got everything I need. Because like I said, if you go through here, he'll say he converted metals to he's got a post in here somewhere. Right here. The decision to make ground compatible with MKS now uses material kits instead of metals. All workshops, based on the stock parts or anything, that will insanely switch in the resource. So in other words, is what he said, if you had metals, you have that button that says convert GC, so it'll convert it. The mobile workshop part will have a pre-configured tank for material kits rather than metals, but any mobile workshop currently in the field keeps metals. The ISRU also can convert to material kits. Oh, cool. All right, not just to metals. All right. So, anyways, see if this works. So I didn't really read the form in high detail. I kind of perused it, and it seemed pretty straightforward and pretty simple in idea. So I'm just thinking this should have worked. I got close. It's complaining I don't have engineers. I got engineers. Alright, so over there we have our level 5 engineer. Alright, so let's go ahead and detach the container. Oh, actually it does have RCS, doesn't it? Look at that, cool. Alright, anyways. Dude. Get off my container. Keep going. No? As far as you're gonna get? Alright, whatever. Alright, so to here. Wait a minute. Stop. Jeez. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. Alright. So we want where is it? No. That's it. There you go. Can we go away? So then we're going to say deploy that. See what happens when it collides with the... Does it push out of the way? No. Alright. So we add this to the queue. Construct. Okay, so the only difference is this has a level 5 engineer. And I didn't see all those error messages. Does that come up in the log file? Is there anything about messaging? So I saw a message, but at least we got further. So it does. So my level 2 engineers won't do it unless there's some way that you can give the workshop added a boost. You know, the thing about it is I could always fly a do-it-yourself up there, and if it works, great. If not, then it's back to the drawing board. So we can do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So first of all. So we had some success here, yay. Alright, so let's revert. And we'll build a rocket with a kit. Alright, so... Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And let me, I'm going to recover all that stuff out there. I don't have to. I might as well. Alright, let's recover this. Waffles, waffles, waffles. Hang on one sec, let me bring up my screen. Sumo, how the heck are you, man? Welcome. Thanks for dropping by yesterday, bud. Always fun learning new things in the game. I appreciate you. Anytime, man. I'm hoping any of those mods helped out. Oh, you wanted to see ScanSat. I can do that real quick. I can show you the results. it just doesn't work. You have to actually scan a planet with one of the ScanSat scanners, which makes some sense. So if I go to, I don't even think I have to go anywhere. So we're gonna TJ, thanks. So whoa. So this right here is actually resource scanner number 2. So we'll take a look at it. Once a planet is scanned, you can use ScanSat to look at it no matter where you're at in the game. But I'm going to show you the scanner I used. Is this not flying to it? Okay, now it is. Again, Suma, thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate it very much. That's awesome. I should be able to. I think I have. Oops. There we go. I'm going to restart Kerbal before I do the next launch. It's going too slow. Much too slow. Yeah, this is way too slow. So this right here, this is the M700. So this is stock. Everything on this is stock with the exception of 2 things. This is a low-res scanner. Hey, what's up, 420 Ninja? This is a low-res scanner, and this is the high-res scanner. And if we do an M, you can see it's got a little scanning beam. So it's actually scanning. And you put it into a polar orbit, because when you start scanning, the planet goes this way and the scanner goes this way. So the planet actually does most of the scanning, if you think about it. So once you have, and once you click on this, you might not see anything here. And you can see I have a high resolution. I don't have anything else. No low res, no multispectral. And I don't remember what the BDDB is. But this is what it looks like. But if you don't have anything, you'll see these little kind of like tear marks as the scanner goes through and starts scanning. And you'll see a little percentage, like 1%, 8%. And once you get enough of the planet, you'll be able to see it. Then you can click on the big map. And then you can choose what resources you want to look at. So let's take a look at just regular old ore. And you want to make sure you're looking at the MUN. And then you do have some stuff you can pick from. I don't need the grid. I don't need the orbits or anything like that. So right here, if you hover your mouse over a spot, you'll see some information down below. And I'm pointing to it with my finger. You can't see it. But we'll use where this marker is. You can see what you can't because of where this marker is. You can see it's a high resolution. It shows you how much ore is there. It's 4.05. It shows you the coordinates, latitude, longitude, and I believe the 4.3 degree is the slope. So if we go over here to this purple here, hang on, right here. So the darker the purple, it looks like. Okay, so there's 12.4 ore. So right there is there's a deposit of ore that's 12.4%. So the higher the deposit, the more you can dig up. So that's what I use it for because it's more accurate than the stock. Because on the stock you have to go. Hang on, wait for the game. Thank you. I don't want to switch to it. I just want the planet. So when you click on the planet and you get these, and you go to ore. Go to ore, and then you have to crank this up to like 70 or 80. And it shows you, so again, the darker the purple, the better. But if you, I landed on metallic ore where it said I had 10%, and there's actually 0, and I was off by about 16 kilometers. So I had to move, I had to drive my rover over. Yes, I said that. And then it's got this cool instrument panel here. So, if you notice I move my mouse, it shows slope, ore percentage, and stuff like that, I think. No, I guess not. I thought it did. So if we go here, if I switch to this, Rover, come over. Yes. Yes. Alright, so here, if I bring out the tool, the instrument tool, and this is actually, what do I have here? Metallic ore. So if I switch this to metallic ore, see, I have an 11.75% here, and this is what we're digging here. This is all metallic ore. You guys still have got good supplies, right? Yeah, 118 days left. Alright, cool. They also have some habitation. And if we switch through here, I have minerals at 4.32. What I've read, and I don't even know what that is. Dirt. Well, okay. So not much really else here except for metallic ore. What I've been told that if it's not above 5%, your return is diminishing as all snot. So what we're going to do here. That's going to help good. Yeah, the stock works okay, but it's not real accurate. To get more accurate is you'd have to land something and use the it has a gizmo you can put on the side, and you have to drive around and rerun the scan, I think, and then it gives you a better thing. So you actually have to land to do it versus this. But let me restart Kerbal because it's been running real slow. We're going to do a rocket launch. We're going to get a do-it-yourself kit up there. We're going to see how far we can get. I don't know if my level 2 engineers with all the combined structure is going to give it a high enough boost for the engineer to be able to do anything. If it doesn't, then I have to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, I have a level 2 engineer. How come this ain't working? I knew that was going to happen. Let me get that out of the way. And while this is booting up, I will be right back because I have to go do something very familiar with that picture. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I have returned. Let's get back into Kerbal here. And we're going to attempt to build something up on Kerbal. Well, on the Mun. Hopefully my Kerbal's high enough. Okay, so let's just go in here. And I'm going to just use all of its stuff. We're going to see if it works. So this evidently has command. What does it have? Wow, look at the reaction wheel on the thing. Okay, it's got good, hello. Alright, so then we take a do-it-yourself kit, which we found under payloads. Select the vessel. We're going to go SPH. And we want to go mobile refine. Alright, now we can actually make this smaller. So it doesn't have to be that huge. And then we're going to be on the Mun. So I'm kind of curious if sparks would be good enough. So 986, yeah, yeah. Okay. So because I made it smaller, we have less fuel capacity. Let's make it a little bit bigger then. A little bit bigger. Gotta make some calls at work. Oh, no problem, no problem. Hope it works out for you. Can I? No, I didn't think so. So it looks like we'd have to go just so those look like they work. So we've got... The only thing is we don't have any power generation. A little concerned with that. This is what we'll do about that. Oops. I don't need 4 of them. Okay. So we're going to use its lander. Okay, we're going to call this Mun Base Do It Yourself. So again, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put... So it's got power generation, we have fuel. Wow, it's got a lot of electrical charge too. I probably don't even need that RTG. It's got monopropellant because it's got little tiny monopropellant jets here. Hopefully they work. Alright, let's put a decoupler under this. So, I'm going to go with a small decoupler because when you try to do fairings, if they're the same size, you actually kind of compete. Oh, that's not going to fit, is it? Really? Fine. So, we want to that. Those. Alright. So what I was trying to illustrate, which made me a liar, is that if you put the same size decoupler and you have your fairing, you can't do it'll have a little bulge because you have to go over the decoupler. Maybe that's not a big deal. I don't know. Okay, why won't you work? Okay, that works. There we go. Alright, so how much does this weigh? Almost 20 tons. Yikes. Alright. Okay. We're gonna go a little over excessive here just because, well, that's how I roll. That's got its own reaction wheel, but we're gonna make sure. Perfect. Alright. So that stage is to get it to the mun. Actually kind of a small little package here. It's been a while since I've had a small rocket. Did I already auto strut that? I did auto strut that. Then let's right. That should be okay. Couldn't be helped. Should be no place for a Kerbal. Alright, cool. So what we're sending here is hopefully the components needed to start doing our 3D printing. We're producing material kits. I already have material kits up there, so I don't really need them. I don't need that. Alright, antenna range is kind of short, but I think hopefully my antenna network should work fine with it. So if I can't get the ground construction to work just from my limited knowledge, I'm going to have to go back and read the forum thread, which isn't really that long, and just ask the question saying, hey, in my testing I used a level 5 Kerbal engineer out of the mobile workshop. That worked fine. I have a logistics module, and I have the ground workshop interface, but I only have a level 2 Kerbal, and it wouldn't work. So, what's up? Alright, so we have 50 seconds left on our main stage here. Halfway to our Apawapsi. And don't forget, this next stage is over budget by a little bit. And then even our lander is over budget too. Do do. Do do. Wonder if my noise gate is on. I see background noise on my audio. 1300, so we're gonna have to borrow a couple hundred, which is fine. Where's the noise gate at? No. It's not hotkeys. Would be under auto, you would think. Guess not. It's under stream? No. I have to figure out where the... Oh, I know where it is. It's actually on the microphone. Properties. Or filter? Filters. Noise gate. Alright, I do have a noise gate. Huh. I might have to tweak it. Alright, that's our orbit. So I have 1241 left. So 9, 10, 11... that's going to be enough. Okay, let's get this weird looking thing to the mun. So we'll need 855 for the burn. We got that. Do 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 do. Oh, wrong way. All right, I just need a 40-ish. That's going to cost another 30. Again, we have 385. I'm really hoping. Okay, we're bouncing our signal off of Kerbin's geosynchronous antenna network there. Okay, this comes our course correction. It's going to happen here real soon. And that'll fix this deadly lethal trajectory to that. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our orbit. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to maintain. I'm just concerned because it said on this probe core it was only a 5K range. Looks like we're good. Because once we go behind that, and yeah, look at that, we're bouncing off of something on Minmus of all. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, interesting to know. Electrical charge is holding. Oh, I didn't see the RTG in there. Alright, so not much fuel left in this stage, but we're going to use it. Alright. Never used this lander before, so hopefully, hopefully it doesn't go bonkers on me. So that's where we want to go. I'm going to set that as our target. Oh, we're actually not too far away. About the halfway mark. I've only got 97, so let's see what I can do with 97. Can I do an inclination change? I cannot. Well, I can. Maybe. Let me try over. It's 87. 90. Well, we can get a little bit. Use it all up. But then we still have 1488 in the actual lander. Alright, let's go ahead and stage. Do an F5. Alright, then we're going to do another maneuver node right about here. Let's get that inclination change done. Put on some brakes. Alright, that's going to cost 97 of the 1488 we have. Alright, tells me right there. Cool. I don't even know if I have that many, I don't know. kind of weird. I'm not used to being on the lander so early in my landing stage here. That's going to cost $360. What is the mod you use for your maneuvers? Oh, it's a part of MechJub. The maneuver planners? Or you mean this thing? The maneuver node is actually stock. So this is part of the stock game. Maneuver planner comes from MechJub. And all I do for that is because I'm, you know, kind of mundane tasks. I want a computer to do the mundane thing so I don't have to do it. Thrust to weight ratio is actually pretty decent too. Nice. Okay, we have 1,000 delta V. Again, to land on the moon, you need 600. We're taking our sweet little time here because we want to do this. We want to get as close as possible, so we're going to slow down. Do a little bit of that. Oh, we're not even close there. Alright, that's going to be another 100. That's our target. Is the sun out? Yeah, it is. Cool. Alright. Then let's go ahead and... That looks pretty good. So that's another 71. Again, we have 927 in the tank. That's right. I said in the tank. I don't know what it is. So it's not going to kill all of our horizontal speed. We're going to have to do a little bit more here. So we still have 700 delta V. We're 2800 up. And I'm just trying to get the little green pro grade marker to the target. Oh, I'm all over the place. Rendering range. Okay, cool. I think I know what that means. Alright, let's do an F5 here. Oops. Alright. Now I'm kind of curious how the RCS is going to work on this. Oh, gotta turn it on. Oh wow, it's kind of cool. It works. So I'm gonna land this like right about, I don't know. Not too sure. I guess over here somewhere. There you go. Oh, there, right about there. So we're 600 meters up. We still have 4 minutes to do this, so we'll go ahead and accelerate our descent a little bit. So this is the actual oh, you know what? I'm actually landing it not in the right spot. I want to put it over here. Ish. Right about there. So this is the actual base. These are supplies. Now this doesn't have any landing struts, so I have to go gentle. Alright, let's slow it down. So I guess to make this a little bit lighter, you can decrease the monopropellant that comes in it. I use hardly any. So this is the beginning of the base. The MUN fabrication. Alright, so we have touchdown. Do an F5. If you want to start main USA colonization, should I switch to USA life support? I mean, it's up to you. You know, it's all personal preference. I've never used life support before, so I didn't want to complicate things, so I did put TAC life support just to see how it would work. And then once I got the understanding and the concept of supplies and water and all that kind of stuff, I said, okay, it's not really as bad as I thought it was. And instead of taking someone else's life support and trying to use it with someone else's colonization, I just used the full package. I just used, you know, USI everything. So that way there's no configuration issues. Alright, so let's see here. We are going to detach the container. So I want to be on, is that the container I'm on? I'm on the container. Now we turn on SAS. Wink. Alright. Alright, so now we go here, not here, we go here, this is our base, and supposedly within, so here's my, so that has a construction window, but we're going to go here, because, or actually, let's go here. This has the engineer. What level? Who? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. This is Rosny, and Rosny is what level? I think Rosny's level 2. So level 2 engineer. Construction window. We want to deploy. So I'm going to do an F5 right here. Now, does it see? So, right. Oh, I may not have enough material kits. So, it says I need 4,700. So, it's going to give me an error message on that. Game save, deploying mobile refinery kit. There it goes. Alright, so we add this to construction queue. Construct. It works. Why didn't that work on Kerbal? So it says here that we're constructing it, and it's going to, and efficiency due to distance 99.4%. Material kits required 2,494, and we have only 1,500. So it'll probably stop. But yeah, cool. We're going to actually make something without flying it out here. Now, if I need more material kits, I'm making them actually. So let's close this. And if I come over here, somewhere. See, I'm actually making material kits here. So cool. And they get stored somewhere. So this is storing them, but once it goes over this, it goes to the planetary, which I don't think I... Oh, okay. So I have 13,000 material kits because of this. Nice. All right, so it won't stop. Very cool. And the way I got all those material kits is everything I brought up here had a lander on it that looked very much like this. It had tanks and engines, and I used the Kerbal to disassemble it. When you disassemble stuff, Greg Goomba, how the heck are you, man? Once you disassemble something, it turns that into material kits. Now, this is my machinery storage. I brought this up here initially because you need machinery to kind of kickstart everything until you start making your own. But these material kit containers, I brought these up here empty. And then once I start deassembling, once it's the storage, I said, oh, I can put them over there. If you don't have storage, you waste them. So if I go here, I can change the focus to anything. Oh. And that tells me that it's working on something. Time left, 17 days, 3 hours, 29 minutes, and those are seconds ticking off. That is so cool. So then I can say focus. Well, it took me to this thing, but it's actually coming out of here. And we're making recyclables, too. So, that's cool. So let me get rid of that. But before that even does, we have two things that need to happen before. Now, what are their supplies here like? They have 67 days. See, now I don't know if they're taking this into consideration here. Are these supplies? Oops. Let me switch to it. So are these supplies out here being consumed? They are not yet. So if they're not being consumed, what I'm going to have to do is... I don't know. I'm going to have to... I do have another one. Somehow I need to get this connected to this. Should be fairly easy. I would have to move this over here and then put a flex tube, move this over here, and then go flex tube, flex tube. Alright, so that'll work. Alright. And I'm just saying that because for some reason I don't know if these supplies are going to be used up. However, as I look at the clock, everyone, it looks like my time is up for today. I will be continuing tomorrow. This is great news that we're actually going to make something without flying it up. And only it's taking 17 days. And as what it is, it's actually another refinery. And we're going to actually, it's going to go here. I think. Maybe not. Maybe we'll actually put it here. So we keep the base kind of compactish. So anyways, let me go find a fellow rocket jockey that I can have you guys happily, friendly visit to. And I do see a couple out there. Mater is back from PAX. Let's go say hi to Mater. What's he doing? He's doing something on the MUN. I don't know. Alright, so if you guys don't know who Mater is, let me give you the link. We're going to do a friendly gamer circle visit right there. Click on that link. Go give him a follow. He knows a lot about rockets. Really nice guy. Super nice. Very knowledgeable about KSP. And he plays other games too. But click on the link. Give him a follow. I'm going to give him a host. And I got stuff to do. People to see. Songs to sing. Dances. No, not really. I don't. I'm going to do something else. Alright guys. You guys have a good one. See you later. Thanks a lot. Progress. Excellent progress.